Okay, good morning and thank you very much for joining us. I am Yori Folani. Now, you might have had something of a snippet of this particular topic earlier on our station in our breakfast show, talking about the Ondo State House of Assembly impeachment saga. But we thought we'd give it a fuller kind of airing to find out what exactly is going on. Who's in charge in Ondo State? On the one hand, those who have impeached, and the expression we're hearing now is purported to have impeached, there's a difference, are saying that their action is irreversible. Well, the thing to do is probably now get hold of the people who, as they would like to put it, are purportedly impeached and find out what exactly is going on. And I think Right Honorable Iroju Ogundeji, Deputy Speaker of the Ondo State House of Assembly, must be very, very well placed to tell us what is going on. Good morning, sir, and thank you for coming.
Thank you.
I see that you're not alone. You also have two other members. Honorable Feyide Oluyede, he is the Chief Whip of Ondo State House of Assembly. We're happy to have you as well.
Nice to meet you, sir.
And then Honorable Jamiu Maito, I like the name, Jamiu Maito, and he's Parliamentary Secretary in Ondo State House of Assembly. Again, you're very welcome, sir.
It's a pleasure being with you.
From the point of view of news in the Ondo State House of Assembly, all of you have been impeached from your offices, is the way I understand it, but it's best to probably understand it from your point of view. So let me go to Honorable Ogundeji. Your accusers say the reason they had to impeach your administration was mismanagement, incompetence, and I'm not sure now, but they might have thrown in corruption. What exactly is the cause of the whole problem in the Ondo State House of Assembly?
Thank you. It is no longer news to Nigerians that the purpose and the major reason for that purported impeachment is as a result of morbid ambition from members. The Ondo State House of Assembly consists of 26 members. Out of these 26, we have 7 that belong to the opposition member, PDP, while 19 is for APC. You don't forget that recently, the party APC conducted our primaries recently. Majority of the 19-member APC seek re-election. And out of these 19 people that seek re-election, only 8 got the ticket as a result of the direct primary that we had in our party. The remaining people were rejected by their people.
11 other ones.
Yes, they were rejected. In fact, they didn't click the ticket because their people didn't want them to come back. So as a result of that, immediately they failed. They gang up together and gang up with the opposition party members to cause crisis in the House, so as to cause chaos in the entire state. That is the major reason for that impeachment.
The major, let me hear Honorable Feyide on this. Where were you when all of this was going on? Because I imagine it would have been perhaps not as straightforward if everybody had been together.
Thank you, the anchorman.
Yori Folani, just Yori, please.
Okay, Yori, thank you very much. I was at the fund that very day because we were planning for a fund day celebration. In fact, I was with my KBC when they called me.
That you're being impeached?
It was the deputy governor that called me, so I had to rush down to Akure. Precisely, they wrote my name as part of the 18 members.
That are protesting against the leadership of the House.
Yes. If they are there and I'm here, can't you understand something is wrong somewhere? Because they forged my signature. If they didn't forge that signature, that means it was the signature for the previous impeachment. Because when you follow the letter, when you follow the caption on the newspaper, you get what I'm saying. Anytime sat with them for meetings to impeach anybody? I can mention 3 names that we have never sat together for any impeachment meetings.
Okay.
Because prior impeachment, there must have been a series of meetings, planning, and, strategies.
So you are saying that this came out of the blue, and to boot, they're now making up stories to justify their position,
Yes.
at least as far as that aspect of you being part of it all is concerned. It is not true.
Yes, sir. Definitely not.
Well, Honorable Maito, you are parliamentary secretary. I have read in the press since all of this happened that you're looking, naturally, this kind of a thing happens, people begin to look, where is this coming from? I understand that there are those who feel that even the party chairman has been accused of being in the know of all of this, and all manner of people, all manner of external parties. Could this not just be a House of Assembly thing because there's separation of powers? You guys usually jealously guard your separation and your individuality. But could you comment on this whole aspect of there might have been some other people behind this whole brouhaha?
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Yomi.
Yori?
The question is loaded, and I pray we'll have enough time to discuss this, because the question you are asking dated back to our first day in that House of Assembly.
Okay.
We've spent over 3 years in the House of Assembly now. There are some aspects of our representation that has not been fulfilled. One, all members of Ondo State House of Assembly belongs to standing committee within the House. And each of us is chairman of these various committees. So we are entitled to official cars for our oversight functions. As I am talking to you, it is this current governor that has been able to make move to provide such. Presently, we have 5 of the cars waiting for distribution in the state, but we are still expecting the remaining 21. You will discover that our tenure within the House of Assembly is divided among 2 governors. One aspect of our tenure we spend with Dr. Mimiko. The other one we are spending with Akeredolu, SAN. Yeah, if anybody is talking of incompetency, that means the first 2 years, it wasn't this present speaker, Right Honorable Bamidele Olayelogun, that was the speaker then. Both our constituency project and the official cars were not provided. Someone was speaker then. When this governor came, because of the distribution of office, we have to change the speakership of the House, which we did.
As a convention.
As a convention.
In Ondo State.
Which we did. And we elected Bamidele Olayelogun as the speaker. So if you are now, he has tried to persuade the governor in terms of our constituency project, which is one of the most paramount interests of the House. But because of the paucity of funding in the state, the governor has been explaining to us that he is yet to bring out funds for the constituency project, but that he is going to provide the official car, which he is doing now. If you are talking of monetary aspects, sir, all of us know, except we want to deceive ourselves, there's no money anywhere in the House of Assembly with which any of the officers will play with. I'm a principal officer. But the major reason for this, sir, I want to tell you, is because, one, every member of the House of Assembly is aspiring to be one thing or the other within the House. So it's ambition, and you cannot kill it. Then, before now, there was an impeachment against the Deputy Speaker. If you now look at the current impeachment notice letter that was written to the clerk, the last paragraph, instead of capturing the impeachment of the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker, the conclusion was on Deputy Speaker. That's to tell you that that letter was the letter that was used for the Deputy Speaker
Previous impeachment.
They now superimpose signature from that to this present one. And that one.
So this comes back to Honorable Oluyede's point.
Yes.
That unless it was for a previous exercise.
And even that one in question, 5 of the 18 that was purportedly carried out, backed out. They said their signatures
just
were
as,
forged.
just as
this
we
one.
are seeing now.
Right now.
Yes.
First of all, they did what they did, and what was the result that they announced? How many in favor of this exercise?
As
They
I
said
think
18.
They said that they had
18.
And two said their signatures
Were
were
forged.
superimposed and forged.
Even the day that purported impeachment,
18 out of 26.
18
8 out of a
20.
26-man house.
Yeah.
It's 26-person house. You have ladies in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Out of a 26-person house.
You see, there is a requirement of the Constitution for any impeachment to be carried out to be legal.
You said it was carried out on a day that you don't normally sit.
No, it wasn't part of.
It was a Thursday.
No, Friday.
A Friday. And normally you don't sit on
we
Friday.
don't sit on Friday.
Friday
Yeah.
and Monday are committee.
Mondays and Friday are committee meetings, so we don't sit on Monday and Fridays. We sit on Friday, on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursday. So on Friday we didn't sit, but because of their nefarious plan to carry out this thing without the knowledge of others, so thinking that knowing fully well that majority of us must have traveled out to our various constituencies for weekends on the constituency oversight functions. The few of them came back to the House and carry out that
I have read
impeachment.
I have read in the press somewhere, staying with you, Deputy Speaker, that there have been some sessions of the House of Assembly, even as the leadership has said, to have been removed. And from wherever they are, those who had done the deed are saying that what has happened is irreversible, and that they find it a bit strange that people who no more have the authority of office are still presiding over a house. Talk to me about that.
Thank you,
Mr.
Yori.
Let me stay with the Deputy Speaker, and I'll take your. I'll definitely. So, Deputy Speaker, speak and remain small for your colleagues to also add.
Thank you, Mr. Yori. That one is the figment of the imagination of the person that is saying it. That is irreversible. What is irreversible? Is it that illegal impeachment that was carried out? Is it that illegal impeachment that is not reversible?
Was it
Since
not
they carried out that illegal impeachment on last week Friday, we'll be sitting and we'll be doing our normal business of the House. And according to the law, Mr. Yori, the total number that has been sitting at the proceeding is legal, and we meet up with the requirement of the law.
In other words, you have a quorum.
You've
always had a
the
quorum.
quorum of each any house is one third of the total number, and 1/3 of the total number in Ondo State House of Assembly is 9.
Okay. Honorable Oluyede, what have you been sitting on? Has it been this confusion, or has it been regular business of the Assembly?
Thank you. It has been the regular business of the Assembly.
As if nothing happened?
No,
Because
nothing
this
happened.
must clearly be weighing over your minds, what has been put out there. And no doubt you must have been wondering, can we go ahead and sit? These guys pulled a fast one. They now purport that we are no more in office. How can we sit?
Even that very day, we sat. Yesterday, the same thing. So if we are not in charge, that wouldn't have been able to take place.
Let me
Yeah,
quickly
but
assist
you-
you with
you-
the
you-
business
you were
of the day
sitting-
that happened yesterday.
The business of the day yesterday, we passed some bills,
An amendment to the
amendments
budget
to the budget.
was taken yesterday, and
We
it
have,
was,
we have the maize and other thing in charge. So nothing has happened.
Mr. Yori,
Okay.
I
Honorable
will
Maito.
have to come in there.
Sure.
Yeah, apart from meeting up with the constitutional requirement of
The 191 days.
The 2/3 majority to impeach. There are other procedures. One, they are saying they met the impeach. Was there any other paper?
When the purported impeachment was carried out?
Currently, do the House of Assembly have a minute of meeting of that sitting? Two, was there the official minutes of the House in the sitting, in the purported sitting?
Which is the symbol of authority of the House.
Was there an oath
taken
taken
by those they purported to have taken over the reign of
government? Because this did not happen. You know why?
Yeah, that is the swearing in of the new speaker.
Everything the plan failed. Even the issue of impeachment, if we are talking in reality, because the speaker was able to come in before any exercise, and everything was disrupted.
And it was a fracas between all of them.
Because I was reading, I think there's even the video out there on YouTube of thugs invading the assembly, allegations of beating up of assembly.
Mr. Yori, everything was disrupted. So let them bring out their minute of meeting. Let them bring out the other paper they use. Let them give you the pictures or the video clip of this maze they use.
So what you're saying is that from the way it's sounding, that they didn't have any instrument of authority
to carry out such impeachment.
You know, what does the governor say, for example? I know the governor is a separate executive, legislative, and all of that, but have there been feelers?
Mr. Yori, let me quickly say this before we come to that of the feelings of the executive, I mean the governor, in that line. Because you asked a question, we have to quickly answer that area. You said they alleged that there was fracas, there was some talks invaded the place.
Yes, because there's a video out there now.
I got there late. They were alleging that members of National Union transport workers came there to invade them. No, it's a fallacy. Information, we got it reliably. That because when they were coming to carry out that nefarious impeachment, they came with talks to protect them. You know, as the sitting deputy speaker and sitting speaker, we have some paraphernalia of office, security aides, and everything that are with us. They thought that they will meet us there, or when we had the news, we will come with the retinue of our security to come and attack them. So in their attempt to make sure they guide themselves, they came with talks to guide them. So eventually, when the whole thing scattered, the agreement that we are aware that the agreement that they had with the talks, they could no longer meet that agreement. Those talks has to turn back on them. So if they claim, their claim in the newspaper and everything is just a sensational reporting, just to favor them. We got that reliably from reliable authority that they were the one that brought those talks that unleashed terror on them.
Because I'm trying to find out who exactly is in charge in Ondo State House of Assembly. Is it the leadership that we've known, or is it these new people that purport to have...
To Ondo State House of Assembly, nothing happened.
Nothing has changed.
Right,
nothing has changed.
Bamidele Oleyele Ogun David is still the speaker who is still presiding over the affairs of the assembly till yesterday. My very self, Right Honorable Iroju Ogundeji, the deputy speaker, I'm still the deputy speaker of Ondo State, which is still presiding as the deputy speaker. Yesterday we sat, we took the normal proceedings of the House. Apart from taking the normal proceedings of the House, taking issues, yesterday, the governor sent the amendment to the appropriation bill 2018 to the House.
That happened. The governor sent that. So as far as the governor is concerned, there is no vacuum there.
Vacuum.
Otherwise, he wouldn't have sent this to a vacuum.
Yeah.
Dr. Paul in Abuja would like to join the conversation. Good morning, Dr. Paul.
Hello, good morning, Uncle Yori.
Good morning, sir. Thank you for calling in.
Yes. It's quite unfortunate that what we are hearing from this honorable member is that they are a majority, when actually there are only 8 sitting down there out of 23. That is one.
26.
Two, when you listen to them,
26.
26.
the issue is all about consistency projects. That is all what they are fighting for. I believe they should allow those states to have peace. They should allow that state to experience peace. They should, the issue of leadership should not be forever. If majority have said they don't want your leadership, then you have to leave. That is one. Two, the issue is all about the deputy speaker. I want you to ask the deputy speaker why was the allegation, what was the initial allegation that was levied against him? Is it not about corruption? Because I see out of the 3 people that are sitting there, it was the one that was, talking about all this issue of impeachment. Of course, it was more concerned. Mr. Deputy Speaker, what was the initial allegation levied against you at the initial stage? And I remember, I get involved in those state politics, and I know a little bit about the state. I'm from Ondo State. I knew you were from the previous administration of Mexico, where you became as a commissioner and you ran for election to become members of the Ondo State House of Assembly.
Okay.
The reality, your record there, when you were commissioner, the records were there. We have them. So the reality is that there's no way you cannot just come on national television and say that you are 8 out of 26 and that you are a majority. You are a minority. That's not the truth. Don't put those states into crisis.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling in, Dr. Paul. I think he referred to you specifically.
Yes,
and maybe you want to help clear the air.
First
on
and
majority, minority.
let me quickly
matter.
clear the issue of majority on the minority. Dr. Paul might be novice about the dictate of the law, about who constitute or the number that constitute majority or the constitute minority as far as impeachment is concerned. The position of the law according to Section 92, subsection 1 and 2 of the 1999 Constitution as amended of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is very clear about this. Before any house can proceed on any impeachment process, you must constitute 2/3 majority. Don't forget, Dr. Paul said 23. We are not 23, we are 26, just to put the record straight. So, and the 2/3 majority of 26 is 18. So the purported impeachment that was carried out is only 16 members that purportedly signed, because they are claiming 18. 2 said their signatures were forged, so they didn't meet up with the constitutional requirement. So that makes that impeachment null and void and is of no effect.
Okay.
That is one. Then 2, he said, the allegation leveled against me the other time. Don't forget, the failed impeachment against me about a few months ago. They said my very self and the speaker were fighting. That was the allegation. Yeah. So Dr. Paul is not abreast of what is going on in Ondo State. It's unfortunate he's in Abuja. He doesn't know what is going on in Ondo State.
On that particular account that you and your principal, did not see eye to eye.
That was what he said, and that is a wrong assertion.
Okay.
And that impeachment then, the purported impeachment then, in fact, it hit the rock because it doesn't fulfill the requirement, and even 5 people's signatures were forged. Because these people that were claiming that they are in the majority, they are fond of forging signatures to carry out impeachment so as to gain leadership.
Okay, there's more time. We'll talk about this because I have someone on the line. Yakub, constant as the Northern Star. Good morning, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good morning to you. And good morning to the Honorable in the studio.
Good morning to you.
Once again, I give thanks to God Almighty Allah for this kind of program. Because this is a current affairs program. And then this is the only program in this country giving us opportunity to experience our feeling the way we like. Because we have authority to do so. I was saying that, Chief Jory, I think our democracy is now known to every individual, including we that are just now citizens of this country, that we are not honorable in our own way. The honorable gentleman in the studio, this is an area whereby we have already known the people that can be able to impeach the Speaker of the House of Assembly. It is not before that 6 members of House of Assembly can just go ahead and impeach a governor of a state, because we have already matured in our democracy. The gentleman in the studio, I watched the Deputy Speaker yesterday and the other one that purported the Speaker of House of Assembly in Ondo State yesterday on the channel television. And then I look both of them, they argue, and people argue. Chief Justice, the question is this. Number one, before you can carry out impeachment on the first speaker, you have to have the symbol of the House. The question is that they don't have the symbol. That is number one. Number two, I watch another person from that House of Assembly says that they will forge his own signatory into that purported signature to impeach the first speaker because he was not even there. The third one is that are they normally sitting down on Friday and Monday? Those are the questions. Thank you and God bless you.
Indeed, thank you.
Mr. Yori,
yes, sir.
Please, I want to make one thing clear to Nigerians. When we are talking of constitutional requirements, we have to be careful. Yes, if we are talking of majority, minority, currently in the National Assembly, particularly in the Senate, the APC is having the majority, but they don't have the required number to change the leadership of the House. And that cannot be done because of simple majority. So likewise, the Constitution is aware of this and is ready to, as the Constitution is protecting the majority, the Constitution is equally protecting the minority. Yes, the number, they are 16 in number. But what we are saying is this, the Constitution says it must be 18.
Two-thirds, which is 18.
And I want to correct one impression. Presently, even your own station is still saying the 18 has gone to Ibadan. The 18 has done this. This is one of them. We have another, Olajide Sunday.
It's at home.
We've been having sitting together since. So if you,
so as legal people put it, the conditions are not exactly perfect for that which they claim.
At all. It wasn't even at all what they are saying.
We're going to have to go on a break. We'll be right back, and then we'll continue with this and with your call. Stay with us, please. Okay, welcome back, and we're trying to find out what exactly went on in the Ondo State House of Assembly. We have 3 members of that House with us. Right Honorable Iroju Ogundeji is the Deputy Speaker of the Assembly. Honorable Feide Oluyede is Chief Whip, and Honorable Jamiu Maito is Parliamentary Secretary. And according to what happened last week, all these gentlemen, principal officers, are not there anymore because a group of 18, no doubt working on the understanding that they had the number to do that which they have done, were about to do and now have done, and are still insisting on, it's faulty a bit because it's come out since that 2 of those signatures in the list of 18 allegedly were forged. And one of those forged names is sitting in front of us, Honorable Feide Oluyede, Chief Whip. There's another gentleman who is not here. Therefore, it will be 16 that really, truly carried out that act. Yeah. And I think the House appears to have adopted the position that in the eyes of the law, nothing happened, because the conditions were imperfect. If you had 18 people, then we might be talking about a different story. But you had 16, since you cannot count forgeries. You cannot, Honorable Feide, for example, Oluyede, says that I didn't sign that thing. Yes. I'm not part of that. That's 17. The other man, if he could speak for himself, would say what he would say. That would now take us down to 16. Yeah. And so we have a problem. Exactly. Well, whoever purports to have changed things has a problem. But they are saying from their base that it's irreversible. You say poppycock. How do you reverse that? How do you reverse what has been put out there now that you are no longer the Deputy Speaker, the Honorable Speaker is no longer the Honorable Speaker? Are you adopting the position of that? There's nothing to reverse. Nothing happened. Is that your position?
Yori, you don't put something on nothing.
That's lawyers like that a lot.
You can't put something on nothing. The
Okay,
position,
before you continue.
the condition precedent has not been met.
Okay.
All what they have done is a nullity.
Oh, okay.
So in view of
Are you a lawyer, sir? By
Sure.
any- You are a lawyer in addition. Okay, come.
I'm a law student.
Oh, well, okay. Oh, so it's in view. Your law degree is in view.
Yeah.
Mr. George, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Uncle Yori.
Good morning. Thank you for calling in, sir.
Good morning to the lawmakers.
Yes.
Uncle Yori, you asked your guest one question. What is the position of the governor in all this? They brushed the question aside. They have not answered it. The truth of the matter, Uncle Yori, is the governor is not playing the role of a father in that state as far as this issue is concerned.
No.
The fact that you have 9 members in a 26-member assembly sitting, and you, the governor, sent them a bill, already tells me that you have a hand for the reason why 16 members are not there and they are out of the state. So you cannot claim innocence of what is happening there. Whatever is happening among the members, I expected the governor to play a father's role, which he's not doing. Every day, Uncle Yori, this governor keeps vindicating the reason why Asuwaju did not support his election. I may be wrong, but this is what I see. Being vindictive cannot carry the state forward. There are grievances on the ground, and there is no evidence to show that the governor who is overseeing the affairs of the state has played a role that can bring about peace. You can see the body language of these 3 men. They are angry. We have not seen the other ones. They will also be angry. And there is a reason for those agitations. Why are you not playing the role of a father in the state? Does he enjoy crisis? This is my question this morning. Good morning.
Thank you very much. Well, Mr. George has recast my question of what is the attitude or disposition of the governor to this. He said, Mr. George said you parried the question by saying to me that, oh, the governor actually sent a bill to us. And so I said, okay, so that means that he doesn't believe there's a vacuum. But, sir, Honorable Feido Iluide, I noticed that as Mr. George was speaking, at some aspects you were nodding, at some aspects you were shaking your head. So I said, let me find out what exactly is your feeling on the question of what do you think the governor's to this, what do you think his disposition is?
You see, Mr. Yori, the position of Mr. Governor is very straightforward, and he has been playing that fatherly role. That's Arakunrin Akeredolu.
So, as a member of the Ondo State House of Assembly,
Yes.
You fear no contradiction from your colleagues seated with you in the idea that Governor Governor Akeredolu has been playing a fatherly role.
He has called us severally for meetings, and he has actually called them, but they are yet to come. So he's not just sitting down. He has been playing his role as a father. And
Are you just being politically correct? Are you know, because sometimes politicians are being politically correct, and so you don't want to say that so that it will not muddy up matters when you return home.
No,
Yeah,
no,
Mr.
This is plain talk.
Yeah, Mr. Yori.
Akeredolu
been playing his
you don't
fatherly
think is
role.
involved in all of this?
No.
Yeah, to cap it up, Mr. Yori, I really appreciate the caller,
Mr. George, yes.
Mr. George, for reiterating that question. But the fact remains that there are some aspects of our responsibility within the House, Mr. Yori, that cannot be abandoned for now. Especially, we are going to the end of the year, and the bill that was sent was for the amendment of
The current
appropriation bill. Yeah. We have less than 2 months to the end of the year, so it can't wait. And I want to tell you one thing: there are other factors that has not been spoken of, that has been silent upon. We are talking of APC members who belongs to this group, who has not been able to get a return ticket, and who thinks anything can happen. They can do anything. So if they insist on stopping...
Because this fight is really within APC. It's an
Yeah,
APC fight.
that's exactly.
It's within APC.
Exactly.
You know.
So they now decided to go and join the opposition member to cause crisis.
Well, that's politics for you.
That's
Politics for you. Sometimes there are alliances you people call unholy.
So it's not as if the governor is not doing anything.
Let me quickly put the record straight. We are not here to come and defend the governor. No. The governor is the head of the executive arm of government. We are members of the legislature. We act and we work independently, though there are areas where we come together. However, the governor has been playing the fatherly role of the as a leader of that party.
Okay, sir.
In view of this,
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but Tony in the UK has been waiting to contribute. Okay. Good morning, Tony. Tony? Tony! I'm sorry, it's not clear in my ear. But if it sounds like your name in the UK, yeah, it's Tony. Good morning, Tony. Okay, we lost that UK comment. But
so, to continue, the governor has been playing the fatherly role and the role of a leader of the party and leader of government.
But
however...
Sorry, sir. From what you are just saying, upon the news hitting that you had been removed, no doubt the governor, somebody, if not in person, you must have spoken on the phone. So what's going on? I'm just trying to...
The bill in question that the man referred to, that
even
Mr.
before the bill.
Let me quickly put the record straight. That bill was not sent to the House yesterday. That bill had been sent to the House almost 2 weeks now.
No. Okay.
So the House now consider it very imperative to quickly take it because we are moving to the end of the year.
You also needed legitimacy. You needed something that looked legitimate so that if you are now working on a bill in the House, but as thank God for full disclosure, you are saying actually the bill had been sent about a fortnight ago.
Yes.
It wasn't...
Not yesterday. Not that there is problem and the governor now decided to send that bill because there is problem.
No.
And again, let me quickly...
But you also need to shore up your PR, and if you are seen to be dealing with core legislative business, that can't hurt, right, Honorable Feide? It can't hurt.
We are being fair in our dealings.
You're also being quite strategic.
As a legislator, we have to perform our duties.
Yes.
So that's exactly what we are doing.
More so now than in the past that people purport to have removed you. You now need to be seen to be doing legislative things.
Not only because of that. No. One, this gentleman, Honorable Mato, has explained that we are gradually moving to the end of the financial year. Okay. And that bill is an amendment to the existing bill in question. We need to pass it before the year runs out. That is one. Then two, my dear brother, we fulfill the requirement according to the law because for any legislative sitting to any legislature to carry out any legal legislative proceeding, you must have 1/3 of the total number which form the quorum. And the 1/3 is 9 of that of Ondo State House Assembly, 9 out of 26. And those of us that sat yesterday, we were 10. Immediately we sat, one took permission, she went out, a woman. She went out, it remained the 9 of us to carry out the business of the day, which we did. So because we did not see anything happening.
Okay. So as far as
the
you are
business
concerned,
of the House
nothing has changed.
And what of
nothing changed?
Mr. Yori,
Victor is in Oyo State. He wants to also say something. Okay. He's on the line right now. Good morning, Victor.
Yeah, good morning, Uncle Yori.
Good morning, sir. Thank you very much for calling in.
Yeah, please, I think I need to clarify some things. I want to ask from the Deputy Speaker in the House, what position or authority does he have to declare the purported impeachment invalid? I think the best thing for them to do as a gentleman is approach the court, and that mandate, if it is illegally done, will be reclaimed for them instead of the chaos being created in the state. That's my own perception.
Okay, but you know, in politics, oftentimes numbers are crucial. And are you still there, Victor? I think Victor...
He has not been following us.
But maybe he didn't hear that aspect about...
Yori,
maybe two things. Maybe
Victor has not been following us.
Maybe he didn't hear the aspect about 2 less than the number they thought they had.
Exactly.
That's been the one on the one hand.
Then the requirement of the law as far the 2/3, and even the requirement of the law as per quorum. He has not been with us. If he had been following the program, he would not ask that question.
But all of this still, I don't know, first of all, was there any instrument, any authority with which they could pronounce that they had done what they had done? And then now that you are coming back and saying, Rara, we are still very much on ground, again, is there any authority with which you can say that in the face of what they have done? I think that is the confusion now. It looks like there are two strong men now, each one saying that I'm in charge.
Uncle Yori, in the face of the law, because the grand norm of our law in this country is Constitution. And the one we are having today is 1999 Constitution as amended. So no any other law supersedes the Constitution.
So that whole idea that, was it Victor, that Victor contributed?
Yes,
look,
yes.
Why don't you get a court of law to pronounce and then we all return to normal?
No, for anybody to get the court of law to resolve this, is either the people, the parties that is disenchanted will go and seek redress.
Okay.
So if they feel disenchanted, they should approach the court.
So you want them to go to court and say that, look, we impeach them, they are not going. We impeach them, they are not going. So take that to court.
They can take us to the court. Let them take us to court.
Alhaji Subaya, good morning,
They
sir.
will have to prove that.
Alhaji Subaya.
Good morning.
Okay, good morning, sir. Please go ahead and don't bother listening to yourself.
Oh, okay. You see, my point is this. Yes, my point is this. Yeah, hello? My point is this. Yori? Okay. The deputy speaker that is sitting in your front is not saying the truth. Somebody last speaker is telling you that yes, there's a problem. Now, according to him, he said it started yesterday, 10 of them. And somebody mentioned the governor of that state is not helping the situation. You cannot come on there and then we are reasonable and Nigeria is so sensible. There is a problem in Ondo State. The governor is playing the kind of game, that the peace is not there. You cannot live in a house where fire is smoking. You cannot sit down at 10 and then you start sitting down and say you are passing a law. Already, by majority, 16 people have signed this particular impeachment. But already there's a problem. The governor is supposed to play a fatherly role. So you cannot just say there's no problem and you sit down with 10 of you and say you are sitting down.
Alhaji Subaya.
That's the way I look at it. Thank you very much.
Alhaji Subaya.
Following the program.
You've gone. Alhaji Subaya. Okay. When he made that statement, I wanted to ask him what he personally feels theoretically is the governor's interest in being a Confucianist. But unfortunately, he had said his piece, he had gone off. Because, again, this idea seems to be recurring that you guys are categorically denying that the governor, that is Akeredolu, is not helping matters. And you say you don't see where that is coming from. This man has done what you can expect of him.
Yori, have you ever seen a man building a house and destroying the house by himself? Will it be possible for the governor, who is the leader of the party and leader of government in Ondo State, to be destroying the government is leading?
But there are misunderstandings within the party.
No.
There are family misunderstandings going on.
When there are family misunderstandings, the onus now lies on the father or the head of the family to resolve it. As far as this one is concerned, don't forget, it is trending all over the news that these people refuse. They ran away from the state. They ran to Ibadan under a cover. The governor and even the party chairman, who is equally in charge of the party, has sent emissaries to them, come, let's sit down and resolve. They said no.
You know what? I got Toyin back in the UK. Let me see if I can, if we're okay. Good morning, Toyin. Toyin. Toyin in the UK. Toyin really tried. I think she really wants to comment on the situation in Ondo. And this time she got in. We didn't waste time, but I think what we refer to locally as network problems has interfered. So I interrupted you. You were, well, I think I've heard as much as that because we're continuing.
Sure.
But theoretically, I'm trying to figure out, Subaya said it, Mr. George said it, I'm trying to find out, so what is the theoretical alleged interest of Mr. Governor, Akeredolu, that is, in not playing a fatherly role, in letting things get out of hand, allegedly?
No.
Again,
Mr. Yori.
I'm coming to you, sir. Let me hear his voice, and then I'll come straight to you.
Thank you, Mr. Yori. Initial impeachment of Right Honorable Jumoke Akindele, who was in PDP then. Arakunrin Akeredolu intervened. He called us. He spoke with us as a father. He said we should calm down. And he pacified everybody. We all calmed down. Talk less of the one involving his party. So he has been doing that. I only appeal to you to tell them, wherever they are, they should come back home so that we can move on.
Okay, so from what you are saying
Because
is that, look, they are colleagues. They are colleagues. You expect them, they should come back into your loving embrace.
They've called them.
But it's not a loving embrace they're going to be coming back into. Are they going to be coming back to a loving embrace?
Yes.
The people have escaped because they fear for their safety.
Nobody is chasing them.
Nobody is chasing them. They are only chasing themselves.
It has happened before.
Let me hear it from Mr. Adesina. Mr. Adesina, in Ojo, I believe. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Uncle Yori.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to your guests in the studio.
Sure.
Uncle Yori, I want us to understand one thing clear. That the house divided against itself cannot stand. And if the house divided against itself cannot stand, then we continue to waste our time in anything we are embarking upon. If I may ask, all the inbreeding going on about the House of Assembly in Ondo State, is it to the interest of the people of people, or is about their own selves? And if I may ask, we are approaching the electionary period, and we are to change the big issue in less than 2 months to elect leaders scattered in all various places. And if you have minor issues to trash out in the house, and you have the songs that's going all through this lens and going through media and accusation, counter-accusation, so you see, we will keep on having problems. And then the politics we are tend to be running is going to just affect, because we are not trying to put the issue, the reality of the entire people on the ground. I do not see a reason why issues that can be resolved amicably within a house and degenerating to the extent that then some people are impeached, one person is impeached, another person is created. You need to go to far from Ondo, come to Lagos to
Mr. Adesina. Mr. Adesina.
The question I ask is that
Mr.
what is the
Adesina.
benefit of the entire of those people to all these issues? And so until we begin to get it right here, we will not to make it straight.
Adesina. Adesina.
So, yes, Uncle Yori.
Can you hear me? How about this whole idea, this notion that Mr. Governor himself is not helping the situation? As you know, the 3 legislators here have said rubbish, that the man is doing what he should be doing. What's your thought on this whole matter?
Okay, you see, the governor is in the executive arm of the government. Why the national have their own leader? Does it mean that the house as a whole cannot resolve issues amicably without any interference from anybody? Just in my own house, I, being the custodian, the head of my own house, I know I have another authority ahead of me in where I work. I should be able to put my house in order and solve issues amicably without degenerating to any problem that will require external party or somebody outside to find a sponsor for it. But in all, what I'm concerned about is we want to the interest of the people on board. The people must get involved in this whole issue.
All right.
We don't know what is going to be within a number. Because politics, as you said, is a game of numbers. And so we need to know what is the real thing on the ground. And if the issue that fall under the non-essential, we have essential. Essential is a major crime issue. Then we need to inform the federal government to come in. But outside that, if it's issues that you can trash within, we have disagreements of who is in the camp of Mr. A or Mr. B.
All right.
It out. Good morning, Uncle Yori.
Thank you very much, Mr. Adesina. You wanted to get a word in there, but maybe what has happened has this sort of covered it, because we can't lose sight of the fact that APC has problems. And not just in Ondo State.
It's general, all over
nationally.
all over
In fact, people even joke that you know, in large measure, APC itself is doing the work of opposition in terms of causing problems within APC. You yourself started off by telling us the disaffection that must be coming from people being apprehensive about whether or not they will get a return ticket.
That is the major cause of all this problem. And you can now understand, Uncle Yori, situation where APC members go and join forces with the opposition to cause confusion. And look at what is happening. In line with part of what this man said. Election is coming up. Don't forget that the opposition party will be looking for every means to cause confusion and cause chaos.
Yes.
So as to get hold of power, which I know, God forbid, they won't have. Now, the governor cannot be dwarfed as a leader, not to find solution to the problem in his party and in his state.
Did you want to inject something very quickly? Because we have something like 1 minute more.
Like I was saying the other time, the issue of going to Ibadan cannot help the situation. Mr. Governor has told us, even ourselves, that we should call them. You know,
let them come back.
In his effort to, you know, reconcile everybody.
We've sent only branch to them. Come back home, let's resolve our matter. We are colleagues.
But they are saying, what has happened is irreversible.
They say what happened is irreversible when nothing has actually happened.
Because there are different personal interests.
The interest of the PDP is there. The interest of few APC that lost at the primary, they are there. So look at those two interests that did not resemble each other, that are trying to marry themselves.
Anything good doesn't come easy.
Yeah, okay.
You must have to fight for it.
Effectively,
so if they lose out on primary election, that is not the end of life.
They shouldn't see it as end of life.
To come.
Well, you know,
if they still remain in the party and they continue to join hands together to make sure that the party wins in next election, some other good things will come. But because they have lost the election now, they said they want to destroy the party.
No.
We won't allow that one to happen.
Okay. So from this conversation that we've had, and time flies, I can hardly believe it's almost an hour. You seem to be saying that your position is based on legality.
Yeah.
Yes,
sure.
Nothing
happened.
Yes, nothing.
The conditions leading up to that which purported to happen are imperfect. They needed 18. They did not have 18 because in that numbered 18, 2 signatures were forged. You, sir, are one of those forged signatures.
Yes.
Then there's another one. So therefore, since the law will not even look at the matter, therefore, 16 cannot do what they purport to have done.
Instead of making noise, they just need to go to court.
To borrow Baba Obasanjo's expression, you did campaign.
We did campaign.
You did campaign.
Solid.
Well, we'll see how all of that, pans out. But I want to thank you very much.
However, we appeal to them to come back home so that we.
I want to thank you very much for giving us the opportunity of dialoguing and trying to understand it, and also getting feedback from out there, and also knowing your mind. And also at the same time, your colleagues in Ibadan are probably watching this as well and are listening to it. Thank you very much, Right Honorable Iroju Ogundeji, Honorable Feide Oluyede, and Honorable Jamiu Maito. That's our program today. Please join us tomorrow for a fresh edition. I am Yori Folarin. Bye-bye for now.